I have two Apple Watches and I'm going to try and fix the both of them today. We have a Series 2 with a crack on the bottom of the screen and a Series SE with a crack on the everywhere. Now, a bit of backstory. I already fixed the Series 2 watch earlier in the year, but I broke it again because I'm an idiot, you know how it is. Now, for an Apple Watch repair, it could be fairly easy to complete, but it can also be fairly easy to mess up. As long as you have the correct tools, you shouldn't have any issues. I didn't. As you can see, I used double-sided scotch tape to fix the watch before, and clearly it didn't work because that watch is not supposed to open up that easy. This was the old one. You can see I used double-sided tape because I was an idiot and I don't know what I'm doing. But I do somewhat know what I'm doing now, so. No, I don't. Anyway, for the next 10 minutes, I kept trying to see why the touch sensitivity wasn't working with the new screen. So let's check to see if the screen works. Of course, I go to film it and it doesn't work. I fix it the first time, and the second time it chooses not to work because I'm filming. Of course. Am I stupid or what the is going on? To my knowledge, I did everything correct. I removed the broken screen, disconnected the ribbon cables, attached the new screen, reconnected the ribbon cables, and still nothing. I continued to look to see what the issue could be, and then I noticed the ribbon cable itself. You can notice on the ribbon cable a little
itsy teensy little speck where the connections are supposed to meet. Once again, I'm not a professional. I do these videos for shits and giggles, but I'm pretty sure this is the problem. Now I could easily just remove the broken ribbon cable and put a new one in, right? Shut the fuck up. Here's the thing. The base of it is microsoldered, which is more difficult to repair than regular soldering, which I already don't know how to do. Oh yeah, and I ripped the bottom part of the ribbon cable, so the touchscreen doesn't even turn on anymore. Whoops. Yeah, there we go.
That's what happens when you deal with glass. Uh-oh.
Mama, I got a boo-boo!
Needs to charge. Okay, well, I'm gonna just put it back together, and I'm gonna let it charge, and I will come back to it later. So I'm back. This one charged and it works. So all the touchscreen works on this one, but since I got this used, I don't know who it belongs to. Also, the adhesive didn't work, so I'm gonna reapply that. So I'll be right back.
I mentioned before how I tried using this double-sided adhesive that I used for the Game Boy, and it works, but for very specific things. But in order to make this thing waterproof, that it was originally made for, I have to go and look for a very specific glue sealant that'll make it waterproof again. So I scoured the internet, searched far and wide for this glue only made for gods themselves. I found it. I found a 2-pack on Amazon for like $6. application for the glue was pretty stressful. And I'd love to show you the footage of me applying the glue, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it. I was shaking like crazy. So 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Well, it's not bad in this case. I'm pretty sure in other situations it sucks ass. Thankfully, the one I wanted to use personally was the one I fixed. So I'm gonna call that a win. The other watch that I couldn't fix, well, could, but it just was stupid, I'm just gonna keep for spare parts. Who knows? Maybe I'll find another Series 2 watch on eBay and put together a zombification of a Series 2 watch. This was fun. Thank you very much for stopping by, and sorry for the month-long break. I'm a full-time college student with a part-time job. What do you want me to say? If you have any tips, suggestions, or just want to comment, Greg, this video sucked ass, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I hope you consider subscribing. Remember to adopt, don't shop. Have a fantastic day. Later. What are you looking at?